Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar here with our CEO, Aram Fuchs. I wanted to test everyone, make sure that they can hear us clearly, uh, and make sure that they can talk in the chat as well. Try to look and see. So that chat button is at the top, so just make sure you can chat over there and hear us clearly. Wait for someone to respond in there so we aren't talking to ourselves. Oh, looks like Javier. We got Javier here. All good. Great to hear, Javier. So yeah, like I said, I will hand it over to our CEO, Aram. He will kind of go through a little bit about Buzztime today and into the future. We'll be sharing this presentation here. We'll have save your questions for the end. We'll have a Q&A section at the end. This will also be available after the broadcast via YouTube, as well as I'll send it out to all your emails as well. So let me hand it over to Aram.
Thank you, Michael, and thanks everyone for coming. I am Aram Fuchs, the owner of eGames.com Holdings, which owns Buzztime Entertainment. I've got a short 10-minute prepared talk, and then I'd love to answer any questions you have. Buzztime has a glorious 40-year history of producing network bar video games. We are the only company in the world that designs games exclusively for people within a bar to play against each other and for bars to compete against other bars. The company started before the internet. I tell that to my kids and they joke, "Dad, did velociraptors roam around that office?" But they had an amazing technology for that time, but it seems primitive now. And because of that, Buzztime always had to find innovative ways to get people playing together. First, it was satellite to distribute our content. And in the bars, we would put these game consoles that we now call blue boxes. Then we figured out how to distribute our content via special phone lines called DSL. Finally, tablets, the internet, and Wi-Fi came along. Now, in the last few years, another technology revolution has gone from early adopter to mainstream. 4 and 5G cell phones allow for very cheap cell phone bandwidth. Unlimited talk, data, and text packages are below $40 now and dropping dramatically. And with the awesome batteries, phones easily last all day. So because of this, we're going all in on our all app-based Buzztime. I thought it would be a good time because of that to talk about what we offer today and what we will offer tomorrow in this all app Buzztime. Slide 2, Michael. First, on our flagship app, Buzztime Trivia. Buzztime Trivia features a wide range of games and trivia questions covering various topics such as sports, pop culture, history, science, movies, TV, and more. Every day, we have hours of scheduled continent-wide, from Florida to Canada, trivia tournaments in bars just like yours. It's drawn from the largest trivia database in the world, over 800,000 questions. Think about that. When those velociraptors were roaming around the Buzztime office over 40 years ago, we've been writing questions. It started out humbly, a few guys in a conference room with encyclopedias, almanacs, dictionaries, and yes, all on paper, writing as brilliantly as they could. Their work now has a worldwide reputation. There's even a chance that we can get the Guinness Book of World Record for having the largest trivia database in the world. And we have access to all of that genius, and you can too, for only $149 per month. Thousands and thousands of days, millions and millions of man hours. It's a database that cannot be replicated. We can slice and dice the database to come up with games in infinite ways. And that's what we are doing for the all-app Buzztime business model. From this database, we have made new games designed to give a taste of what it's like to play Buzztime. Think of it, if you're old enough, like giving a free song to a radio station. The way the record labels did that was, of course, it wasn't for altruism. They wanted to get you into the CD shop to buy CDs or records. And that's what we're doing with Buzztime Out of Venue Trivia. We've recently released a bunch of new games that are played outside of venues, but are designed to get customers into your venues. It's pretty simple how you do that. Just like in the radio model, we do this by making Buzztime Trivia a daily habit. People start to like Buzztime, and then we communicate them that there's so much better options. You can get more of this in our Buzztime bars. The experience is better with tournaments, with networking opportunities, with prizing. And try and get into the skin of a typical trivia fan. Wouldn't you want to go to a bar or restaurant, meet tournaments, and a chance to meet like-minded fans of an app that they've played with religiously for months, like many trivia fans do? Slide 3. This is the Buzztime Bets app. It's not just trivia we have now. There's a lot more. The Buzztime Bets app was launched last year, and it's now the go-to app for thrilling sports and entertainment contests, all at the fingertips of your customers. It makes watching the game at your pub much more fun than your competitors down the street. If you know DraftKings, imagine it like that, but for no cash, but a lot more fun. The Bets app covers the NFL, NBA, NHL, wrestling, and more, depending on the season. And Buzztime's original game, QB1, is played through Bets. It runs, of course, during the NFL season, which starts next month. In QB1, your customers predict the outcome of a drive and play against people in your bar and throughout the Buzztime network. Put yourself in the shoes of a fantasy sports gamer. Wouldn't you visit a bar that gives you a chance to play in tournaments of a game you love and meet like-minded people who enjoy fantasy sports? You can be that bar. But that's not all we provide. Bets and network trivia tournaments are not all we provide. Slide 4. We also offer the Buzztime Live Trivia self-hosting solution, what we affectionately call BLT, Buzztime Live Trivia. BLT allows you to run a live trivia event. You can become Alex Trebek, the ultimate trivia host, captivating audiences at your bar or restaurant as they eat and drink your food and beverages. We have hundreds of pre-made games in our live trivia database, and our Buzztime quiz masters are making more each day. For instance, right now, today, I'm having them work on making a series of NFL games so my customers can host QB1 as well as NFL live trivia games on Sundays and Mondays and sometimes Thursdays. Think about the competitive edge you will have during NFL games if you could offer things that your competition can't, QB1 and an NFL trivia game. Put yourself in the shoes of an NFL fan. Wouldn't they go to your bar? But again, that's not it. We have a new game called Predict the Pulse, which is Buzztime's version of Family Feud. Your customers will achieve victory in this game by correctly predicting the most popular answers to survey questions we ask the Buzztime community. You can be Richard Dawkins, asking your customers, what do you think is the most popular pizza toppings in the US and Canada? Predict the Pulse is popular for people who don't enjoy trivia as we keep it light and airy. You don't have to be an intellectual or well-read to answer questions about popular pizza toppings. And let's be frank, some people are intimidated by some trivia players, so we wanted to make games for them. But it didn't just stop with Predict the Pulse. We've also launched traditional and music bingo. Everyone knows traditional bingo, so I'm going to focus on our spin on Buzztime Music Bingo. It is an engaging twist on the traditional bingo experience by integrating music into the gameplay. Currently, we send the cards on PDFs and you simply print them out. Participants receive bingo cards featuring song titles, which they mark off as the host plays tracks from a Spotify playlist that we curated, which also includes a timestamp that allows you to get to the heart of the song. Players will be boogieing along as they aim to complete lines, just like in traditional bingo, horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, on their cards and announce bingo upon achieving a winning combination. With fresh playlists and cards released weekly, Music Bingo promises continuous excitement for all participants and great revenue opportunities for you. Slide 5. Now I told you about the history of Buzztime as well as what we're offering today. And now it's time for me to tell you about the future. Given that we are a trivia company, I will ask you a trivia question about my favorite optimistic quote about the future. Who said, "You see things, you say why, but I dream things that never were, and I say, why not?" If you are daring, just put that in the chat, your answer. Michael, do you see an answer? The chat is not coming live.
It looks like we got Gary type in. Let's see if he's got the answer. Nothing yet. Still going. He's still pecking at it right now.
Okay. All right, we'll give you a little more time.
Oh, looks like we don't have anything from Gary.
Okay. All right. Well, a lot of people think it's Robert Kennedy, Senator Kennedy, but it's not. It's Robert Kennedy quoted the Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw. That's who came up with that quote. So now move on to slide 7, Michael. So let's dream of things that never were. Potential customers ask me, Aram, why should I subscribe to Buzztime? I tell them simply, Buzztime will put people in your bar seats. And at $149 per month or $5 per day, it is therefore easy to see how Buzztime will be a moneymaker for you. If you just get one person in there per day, you'll be making great money off it. But of course, we think you'll get a lot more. So now that we have apps on your customers' phones, what are things that never were that will empower you to get more people in your bar seats? That's how I think of the future when trying to come up with new games or new features for Buzztime. First, our goal is to make playing Buzztime a habit. That's the goal of most video game companies. And the way we do that is by getting people to play every day. And how do we do that? Simple. Get their competitive juices flowing and give them free stuff. It's the two things that everyone loves. And that's why I'm pleased to announce that Buzztime's launched a new cyber token called the Buy Me One, BMO. We're calling it Buy Me One because eventually we want it to be integrated into people's POS systems. We are going to allow bar buddies to buy something for his fellow bar buddy when he does well at Buzztime. It could be through your POS or it could be gifts through buzztime.shop. We've heard, and I came up with this idea from talking to some of the best Buzztime bars, how they offer some sort of discount or freebie for a trivia team if they do well in the network Florida to Canada wide rankings. So if a team wins, beats out 900 bars, people will give some sort of discount or a free beer or something like that. And now we'll be able to automate that process. We are currently working with a company that has integrations with leading POS platforms like Toast, which on its own has 10% of the American restaurant market or American restaurant POS market. Imagine if a customer wins the Buzztime Continent Tournament of the night and you offer half off beer for 10 minutes thanks to Bob beating the best out of 10,000 Buzztime players from Florida, Canada. Wouldn't that customer feel like a bar hero and come back to play Buzztime at your establishment? Wouldn't you get many more trivia fans playing at your venue hoping to be a bar hero? I think you will. And that's why we're doing this. It's not just the entertainment value, of course, it's the economic value that I'll bring to my customers. But tokens and POS integration are just a start. Here's what we're working on Buzztime Bets. When we try and think of a future that's never been in bets, what can we do? QB1's been around for quite some time. So we came up with something that I enjoyed at my local watering hole, which is a real life bar game tournament. The Buzztime Bets team is experimenting with live streaming. Soon we will be launching the Buzztime IRL in real life Bar Olympics. In it, we will come and stream, maybe at your bar, maybe at another bar, a real life tournament of bar games like Pong and darts and billiards. We will go to various Buzztime customers and stream them all playing these games, and we'll have referees. It's pretty ambitious. It's going to be an investment of thousands of dollars, and people will fly all around the continent from Buzztime to your bars. The winners of these real life tournament will win slews of BMOs, our tokens. But not only that, the bets community will watch. And if it's your bar chosen, they will watch billiards and pong games at your bar, and they'll be able to bet BMOs on which bar might win. And everyone seems to be quite excited, both the ones that want to be winners of the tournament and those bets community members who just want something new that's not a professional thing to bet on. But again, it's not just bets where we're thinking of things that have never been. In poker, we're in beta with a new poker game. And if you want to be in that beta, just let us know. We will set up a poker club for your location with our partner, Poker Now, which is one of the leading poker apps in North America. You'll be able to run scheduled tournaments in your venue at any time. And hopefully the Poker Now players will want to come and meet each other that they've only met online. But also we will be hosting a Buzztime real life poker tournament in which your customers will gain entry if they can win your private tournaments. This will be a real life tournament hosted in some locale like Vegas or Atlantic City. Slide 8, Michael. Buzztime is only one video game asset I own at eGames. And our ambition going forward is to move Buzztime beyond its traditional trivia card and fantasy sports games. This vision includes the ambitious goal of providing social bar video games across every possible genre of video games. Think about it. Buzztime only has 3. Depending on how you count it, there are approximately 30 video game genres. The main ones are role-playing games, adventure games, racing simulations, sports simulations, battle royale experience, among others. If we are successful, this will bring a brand new demographic into your venue, hardcore video gamers. This should expand new business, and they will be looking for the same thing that your trivia players are looking for: community, competition, and maybe some free stuff. And we'll be able to offer that free stuff. It doesn't have to be your free stuff. We will have geo-fenced virtual goods, maybe a new sword or a new engine, or maybe just avatars that you can come in, that people will only be able to get if they bring their Buzztime app into your venue. This is the long-term focus when I try and dream of things that have never been. I want to get 30 games in 30 different genres. All entertainment goal is to get people socializing again, and the economic goal is to make my subscription of $149 more valuable to you, my customers. Slide 9. For 40 years, Buzztime has strived to get people into your bar seats. Buzztime makes its money by empowering you to entertain our joint customers. Now that you see what we offer today and what we will offer tomorrow, we hope that you see that $5 per day on a Buzztime subscription is an awesome investment for you, and that Buzztime will be a huge moneymaker for you. And now I'd be happy to take any questions you have in the chat, or you can just email me. There is my email.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to type in the chat, and then I will read them off to Aram to answer for you guys.
I see Javier is writing.
Looks like we got a couple people typing right now.
Okay.
All right, from Harry. Are you going to keep current trivia games, and are the tablets staying or going?
We are going to keep practically all of the current trivia games, certainly all the major ones. The current tablet hardware is not is end of life. We are most likely going to be rolling out a new product with modern tablets. But of course, at $149, people can pay for their own tablets and save, which costs about $75 each, and make a lot make a lot of money on the savings. And they also, if they just get people to play on the tablets, they're never going to get people to really develop that buzz time habit that will benefit them the most, because they won't play every day. There'll be a lot of people there. Of course, you have your hardcore regulars that come in every day, but many more who just play monthly will become much more habitual if they're able to play outside of your venue. So we really encourage you. We think you'll make a lot more money with the $149 model.
All right, yeah, it looks like Mark had a similar question. It's just the timeline on the tablets. Javier, how has the transition gone with traditional handholds to customers using their own phones or their own devices? How have hurdles been overcome for that?
The transition's going really well. Again, I think it's in both of our interests, Buzztime and yours, to get people to play Buzztime every day. So that is working out well. And I'd love to know what specific hurdles you have in mind. Certainly everyone most families now have a tablet in their house, so they can bring it if they want the extra huge screen. Phones themselves have now very big screens. And we offer what we call Buzztime kickstands to all bars and venues that allow the phone to be put up at an angle so they don't have to be leaned onto a mug or something like that, or a napkin holder. So those are the hurdles that we think we've overcome. Lowering the price dramatically, making entertainment outside of the venue so it becomes habitual, and kickstands. And remember, servers are also loving not having to support login issues and things like that. But really, it's offering the entertainment that becomes a habit, which we couldn't do for most people when it was just in venue.
Yeah, another one from Javier is just what company are you considering the virtual currency integration? I don't think we have an exact company that we're integrating with, but I figured I'd handle that over to you.
Well, the one that we are beta testing with has an integration with Toast, TOAST, which is the biggest cloud POS company. There are a few more. You should email me at aram@egames.com and let me know what your thoughts are.
And then from Mark, just kind of a comment on his players, I guess, is just they not wanting to be on their phones and wanting to utilize having the larger screen kind of idea.
I'm sorry, Michael, can you repeat that again?
Yeah, of course. It was from Mark. He was talking about his customers kind of balking at the idea of using their phones because they use their phones all day, having those tablets as opposed to using just their phones.
Yes, I mean there will be some people that won't like it, but at first, but they have to understand that they are able to play outside, which they weren't able to play before. We're giving substantial entertainment value outside that will then count towards their BMO token count. Um, Previously, certainly Player Plus points um, weren't integrated into the out of venue little games that they had. So that's really the main thing. They can play Buzz Time outside of the venue. And also know that there'll be many more venues offering Buzz Time because we reduced the price from anywhere from $800 down to $400 depending on the platform, to 149. So that's really the reasoning. The we might be doing tablet leasing, but the tablet customers are not profitable for us. So that is, it's not going to continue at the current price. But we are contemplating offering one at a higher price. But we really think that the entertainment value we offer for everyone, our customers and our bar buddy players, is far superior if it's at with the $149 model.
All right. Yeah, it looks like from Javier, imagined hurdles as in customers appreciate the form factor, having unit at the end of the booth, able to see their own screen. I guess was one of the hurdles he was kind of mentioning earlier.
Um, Wait, let me say it again.
Yeah, he's Javier kind of clarified his point on the hurdles that we've had to face. Uh, Customers appreciate the form factor of having unit at the end of the booth, able to see it as their own screen kind of idea.
Right. I appreciate it. Yeah, and so there are ways also we can share with you hardware that you can buy that for an investment, a small investment, you could put a piece of hardware, a charger at the end of the bar. And if you want 10 tablets, you can get the all in for less than $1,000. And if you're saving a few $100 a month, it'll be a 3-month payback. So it's a great deal. If you really want to have 10 tablets, then that's the way to do it. And if you email me, I'll share with you the links. They're just Amazon links that we're testing with, and we think these would look great in a bar and be much better deals for you, and be better for us, which is good for you, of course, because then we need to get this company to profitability, of course. In 40 years, this company has not been profitable. It's amazing. Not 1 year has it been profitable. So I bought it 3 years ago, and we're just about there. But the tablets are the last one, and I haven't even talking to you about the Asian manufacturers, how they try and really exploit the small companies like us who are customers by changing the cases and the tablets every few months. That's not really a concern of yours, but it's a reason why tablet customers are not profitable for us. Okay.
Yeah, all right. And then Mark had kind of some feedback on QB1. He was a huge fan of QB1 back in the day, and he doesn't feel like this current iteration is the same. Is there any plans for us to kind of maybe mess with the format of QB1, I guess?
No, as of now, the drive mechanic, it used to be a play mechanic. So you'd predict every single play. But that was really only for what we call the whales in gamer, the hardcore guys who would just, be huddled over the blue box or their phone now. It was a smaller group, guys who really loved it. But there's a bigger group. I'm trying to make the game a little more casual for people who still want to chat with their friends. And so I think the longer term orientation of the drive is better. And it's also going to be 52 weeks. QB1 is not just going to be the only game. So we've got to find ways to integrate it into a 52-week game mechanic. And so you'll see not just QB1, but we'll come up with some baseball one as well. And I wanted them all to be similar. But so in this instance, I took it back from the real hardcore guy, which maybe you are, Mark, and opened it up for people who still wanted to chat with their buddies.
Awesome. From Obi, here I'll read his whole thing. Humble fan of Buzztime here, and I finally own my own bar. I've spoken highly of you for a long time. My customers are disappointed that I don't have poker. Can you please add my bar to the beta? So I'll make sure I pass along your information and we get you set up for the poker beta.
Sounds good. Yeah, we could have that ready uh, perhaps this week, but definitely next week.
Awesome. Javier also interested in the beta for pie hole pizza. Everything, yeah, and then he just wanted to comment and say, I do have to say everything you've spoken of sounds amazing. I'm excited for the future of Buzztime, so we appreciate that, Javier.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, make sure to email me if you have any ideas or constructive criticism. I really appreciate it. We're really trying to reimagine what we can do as the only bar video game network in the world. And I think we can both give your customers a lot of fun and simultaneously make you a lot of money.
Awesome. Okay, we'll just give it a couple more seconds, see if anybody else has some final questions. Like I said, I'll take down everyone's information. You'll get a recap of this video, so just get this from a YouTube video, and then we'll also add those two to the list of that want to be part of the beta. Like I said, just a few seconds more. We'll kind of wrap up the questions. From MJM, when will tablets go away? I think Aram kind of touched on that, but they will be going away. I don't know that we have an exact time frame, but I'll let him touch base on that.
Yeah, we don't have, it'll probably be pretty soon. An outside number would be 12 months. But remember, we're all app based. And as you know, any app just goes on any tablet now. So if you want to offer tablets, you can still do that. And there's a chance that we're going to offer a tablet lease product, but it's going to be, it'll be much cheaper for you to just get off the shelf tablets and download the app on your own. You'll make your money back in a few months, no doubt about that. And I'm happy to, if you want to email me and I can go through that math. But I think, customers owning their own tablets is better for them and certainly better for us. And because we finally got everything into the app, we don't have to have proprietary tablets, which the old Buzztime had to have. You can just go to Best Buy or Amazon and get any Samsung or Apple tablet you want, and you could have it on your own.
All right, and then I just see he looks like he has some tablets that are need new batteries. I will forward that all on to our customer support team. So we are still doing RMAs and things for that. So that will be something that I will pass along, Harry.
Obi is buying 15 tablets for his customer.
That's
great. Yeah, it must be very popular. Thanks so much.
So yeah, MYM, you should see it on screen. Should be aram@egames.com if you want to send out an email. Yeah, so and then also Harry is the software available now if we buy tablets? I'll let Aram answer that as well.
Yeah, it's an app that anyone can download onto their phone or any tablet. It's just like an app like you download Twitter or a weather app or anything else. There's nothing proprietary about it. We have virtual, what are called geofences, that allow certain features to show up when they're in our customer's venue, that we use Google Maps. You just give us your address and we punch it into our system with the latitude and longitude and create a diameter around it, and that's called a geofence. So, but anyone can download the app, and then and you can download it onto any device that's acceptable to Google Play or Apple. Yep, iOS or Android.
All right. Looks like that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. I'll follow up with some emails sent out to all those who attended once the video is live on YouTube, so that you guys can review it. Again, if you do want to reach out, Aram left his email there. It's Aram, ARAM at egames.com. So feel free to reach out with him with any, like you said, any questions, any critiques, anything like that. And I just want to thank everybody for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks so much, everyone. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. And let us know. Just email me if you have any ideas or constructive criticism. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.